Welcome back to Scinary Information Nexus, your podcast of CERN.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. It is July 30th, 2026, and we are live, gentlemen.
Yay.
Yeah.
What time is it?
For everyone who didn't know, that intro is done live every time.
Yeah, it is done live every time except for the times that you're not here.
Nope, even then.
Today, I
we call him
am
in.
joined by my colleagues, as always, Joseph Hamilton,
Yep.
Mario Ortiz, and Brazos Wortham. Say hello, fellas.
Howdy.
Hello, fellas.
This is our 50th episode. It's actually like our 53rd episode.
Yeah, I was wondering who was doing the counting.
Yeah, I was doing the counting. We should have done this like 4 weeks ago, but we didn't. So
It balances out because we had to redact like 4 of them anyways. It balances out.
there are episodes that will never get published.
Really, we've shot like 65.
For the right
Wait,
price.
Are we counting season 1 or
I don't even
season
know if that will
2?
ever come out. There's a whole pilot episode we did.
Yeah, that was a great pilot
I don't
episode.
think we'll ever see the light of day.
because
We
we're
did
just
a-
lying through our teeth that entire time.
We did a good certification episode where the audio did not record.
Yeah.
That one was great. It
Yeah.
ran like an hour 22.
It was good.
Oh,
You know,
hey. Oh, that's our first word of the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good job.
What's going on?
So, wait, you have to explain the game now.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you just said good. Can you please put that up on the wall next to you? So good, bad, and evil are the words that we can't say for right now during this round.
Good, bad, or evil?
Yes,
Well,
the
there's
rounds are
3. You
cumulative.
just said it once.
And you've already said it. So there
Oh,
is your
this
drink.
is a drinking game.
Yep. Which, by
There's
the
nothing in here.
Oh, there is.
There is.
Oh,
It's
yes,
a little
there
amount
is.
because we don't want to do this too hard.
God almighty, what is that?
It's rubbing alcohol.
I present to you Jeppson's Malort.
What?
You've never had Malort?
I don't.
You don't know about Malort?
No, I knew a guy named Malort, but
Yeah, so this is what we're going to be drinking as the drinking game today. So you really don't want to say any of those words.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to be fair here because I also said one because I had to explain it. So
what is it?
let's
A
see.
punishment?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
That's
Unless you like it.
By the way, that was like literally maybe less than a minute.
It was during the intro.
We have some added immunity on this. You know what that tastes like? That really, really bad mixture
Oh,
of absinthe that we tried
Yeah,
to do from.
okay.
And we explained that on the podcast a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
So
What are you doing here, Richard? You're causing your employees to drink.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm glad it's after 5. As a matter of fact, I'm glad it's 5:30. Well, listen, today is going to be a typical podcast day where we're going to talk about subjects of interest to the cybersecurity community.
okay.
First up, did y'all hear about the 30 water treatment plants in Minnesota that got popped?
Yeah.
I saw something about it. Yeah.
So we had a prediction episode early in the year. So January 2026, we had a prediction episode where yours truly predicted that a critical infrastructure hit would be done on water, power, something like that. And it appears that this has come to fruition. Now, they're calling this a coordinated attack on the Minnesota water treatment plant facility for operational technology. Some people know it as SCADA, operational technology. It's the embedded systems that kind of work the electricity grid, the water treatment plants, all of that stuff. And we've got knowledge of how these things work because we've done penetration tests into these systems. And we've been saying for years that if somebody wanted
Yep.
to get after us, this is the way to do it. So my question to you guys is, was this a nation state or a ransomware guy?
So in
a
my
bot.
head, I would say it. Well, obviously, it's going to be classified as a nation state. That's most likely what's going to come out. And they're going to say, "Hey, the nation state actor APT." But I would also agree with that to some extent because operational technology utilities, I feel like, are not generally going to be the target of like a financially motivated attacker. It's going to be somebody that wants, like China, either just to surveil and espionage, or targets that want to be destructive.
Right.
So even if it ends in ransomware, like being able to disable water systems is a significant impact to communities and the state as a whole. But it's kind of hard to
I
attribute.
think it's going to depend on whether anything comes out. So here's my thing. In most ransomware attacks, they typically go after more or less a single entity. I'm not sure how integrated all these systems were.
Yeah.
If it's run by multiple municipalities, I'm going to go with nation state actor. If they're all connected to the same centralized network, like there's a Minnesota water facilities like backbone or something like that, then
What if they had common infrastructure?
Well, I was going to say maybe I'm not sure how much has been released. I don't think there's been very much, but I mean, it could have been a supply chain thing. So
that's fair.
if you did have an OT piece of technology that had a supply chain issue, compromised, and maybe it was just an opportunistic ransomware person that achieved that supply chain hack, and then you hit 30. But I would think it'd be more broad than that.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't fully rule it out, but I do think nation state actor is more likely.
Yeah.
So one of the big providers of these types of systems is a company called Rockwell.
Yes.
Rockwell Automation. We've seen those systems. They had a CVE that came out in 2021. That was a RCE basically on those systems. Would we be surprised if the IRGC, the Iranian cyber army, did this?
I mean, no, I wouldn't be surprised. Also wouldn't be surprised if it's several other
Well, I was going to
potential
say if it was
entities.
anybody, really.
So I don't know. It surprised me. Do I think it was them?
50-50.
It's 30. I mean, we've worked many attacks in our careers. I've never seen an industry like this, like in one specific state targeting.
Well, that's not true. There was the Texas issue.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That was. What was that? 27 counties or something like that.
I mean, it's kind of the same profile, and it was as prolific. So,
was that nation state? Did they ever attribute that?
I honestly can't remember.
I thought that there was some inklings that you're talking about the one that was happening earlier. This
was early 2020, 2017, something like that, Richard. And it was it police departments or
it was counties, but yeah, it was something to do with the 911 system, as I recall.
Yeah. But that was similar, just a large.
But I think that was a supply chain type thing,
and that feels more criminal entity to me than necessarily nation state.
Well, here's another kind of question regarding that, because some of them were attributed because there was like the city of Bremen that actually had systems down. Now,
for like 2 hours.
The article that I read said that they weren't sure if that was actually attributed to the overall attack or if that was another issue. But generally speaking, when these things happen,
they took their systems down and tried to bring them up, and they didn't come up.
Yeah, that tends to be the case, that they're associated with some sort of attack. But what is our thought on this issue is in other locations? It just hasn't been seen yet.
I mean, that's been my stance for at least 3 years.
But what, and then I guess the further question is what led them to initiating any actual activity on the 30 in Minnesota, other than all the other ones? It could have, and that's what I'm wondering, if what happened is the city of Bremen, from the attackers, I don't know if it's Bremen or Brahman.
Yeah.
Sorry, Minnesota people, but if when they went down, that was an unanticipated thing from the threat actors' perspective, they actually didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And then that's what keyed the government to figure out, there's somebody in these systems. And then if that's the case, all right, is there other?
Well, didn't they go down for 2 hours?
Yes, they were down for 2 hours.
So do we think that was potentially part of mitigation? Or was that part of the attack? Because I mean that would be the big question there, right? I think if it was people playing at being in the systems and just sitting there, and then they were found out somehow, some telemetry showed that, hey, there's things in here. We've investigated all the different sites. Oh no, they're in everything. We have to shut it down or to cut out communication. I think that would be a completely different thing than like obviously, okay, it got shut down by the attacker because they attacked our OT systems.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So I think that's going to be a major part of kind of how this ends up looking from an optics perspective.
Because we are live, I feel like I should note this, that if you see us looking down at our phones, it may be an incident, it may not be anything, but a lot of that stuff doesn't make it to the regular podcast.
It's after hours. They like hitting now.
Yes, absolutely. So if we abruptly end this podcast, that's why on that. But the
Or
other,
do you want to say the real reason?
I have no idea. What's the real
Well,
reason?
no, he went to the restroom beforehand.
Oh, he's safe this time. Okay.
Oh, you need to take a drink for that.
That's not on the
Yeah.
that's not on the phrases.
But yeah, Brahman was
was
down
just
for
Proving his
2 hours.
authority.
Here, so this is basically proof of concept of something that we've all known, and I guarantee you that everybody works in embedded systems, SCADA, and OT from the cybersecurity perspective understand that the country is wide open. The country is wide open, whether you want to believe that or not. The country is wide open from these types of attacks. From our very limited sample size that we have as a company, we can make that claim because every time we go into something, we find an issue.
Well, and even now that, and I understand why, but when the Canvas thing happened, the government came out and said Canvas was a part of critical infrastructure due to their integration with so many entities of public institutions. So if you start broadening the definition of critical infrastructure, where a lot of times when you say that, people, water, power, transportation, et cetera, but then you get into more of the ancillary, I don't want to say ancillary, but like education and things that weren't traditionally considered critical infrastructure, you've got a lot of vulnerability there.
So, I mean, there's a major question at this point: is AI part of critical infrastructure by that definition? Right?
I mean, with how much stuff that we're putting into that basket.
Yeah,
Man, do we think that AI is getting embedded in OT?
I love me some Claude.
I don't know about embedded. I think maybe on like the controller side, maybe there's some of that there. I mean, because orchestration, logic over that would make some sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think. I mean, that's part of the reason why there's not encryption at the OT level is because of how few resources it has on the controllers, or like on the controller side of.
Well, I know how some of those like camera systems work, where they're overlaying AI systems on cameras. They're not actually doing the processing on like the camera or the NVR.
Right.
It's a system that sits on top of that and monitors the footage, and then the AI algorithm or engine is doing its analytics on the footage, but it's not actually running at the edge device per se.
Right.
So we're not the only ones that think that. In 2023, the federal government did a study on water systems from a cybersecurity perspective. What's the percentage of water systems that failed cybersecurity best practices according to the federal government?
I'm going to go 95 to 100.
Anybody else?
98.
You laughed. 101.
Okay.
70% plus
We were over.
of U.S. community systems failed EPA cybersecurity inspections in 2023.
And that was
Failed.
2023. Things have changed quite a bit since then. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, look at that. We have our next round.
A round of what?
So it's cumulative.
I forget. Yeah, do they stack?
Yes.
They
Oh,
stack.
man. Can we move the sign a little bit?
Yeah, here.
Okay, I did not say Iran. I said IRG.
You just
So-
did.
Okay, well, you just did now.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't count,
though. The rules have been explained to you.
The rules are the rules.
Yep. And so for anybody just joining, essentially that is Malort. It's awful. And then for each word that you say up on this list, and it's cumulative, so we just added around 2, you have to take a shot of Malort. And this is Richard's second, because he broke the first one in
And
like
I will
5
say
seconds.
that the categories are not part of it. It's just the phrases, right? So we have nation state actors right now, so we can't say any of these particular nation state actors.
Okay,
And we're still talking.
but I did not.
You did. You said that one.
No, but I said IRGC.
But you said after I posted it, you said the word again.
Well, you can't just put up a word and not expect me to say it.
Well, I mean, we
in that
didn't.
case, these rounds are going to be real fun because I
Oh,
got
Lord.
2 more.
Oh, the last one will be great.
I'm glad y'all are having fun with this. By the
Have
way,
you-
this
have you
is
had your drink?
no,
fantastic.
I haven't had it yet because I'm calling out for some help. Anybody in the comments?
Yeah, shout out.
Tell 'em-
Shout out, Greg.
I am being bullied
I mean,
by the avocado toast crowd.
that's you get bullied every day for.
God, that's
I thought
terrible.
I thought he had taken it.
It's like it's like
So who did we think we did that did the OT attacks again?
I'm not saying.
Somebody.
I don't even know why I have to play this game.
I thought you did it for the love of the game.
Yeah, no doubt. So, moving right along, we have established that the United States is vulnerable to all kinds of critical infrastructure attacks. Y'all should be very afraid. All right, very good.
I couldn't see the words.
Yeah.
It is important.
I didn't want to fall victim like somebody.
Let's talk about what happened in the SOC this week, in the last couple of weeks.
A lot of stuff.
ClickFix
Oh,
is on the
man.
rise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario, how many attacks?
What, this week alone? 8?
8
Oh no. Well, yeah, I guess
Like
8?
8?
Around that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about 8.
yeah.
in the last 2 weeks?
What, in the last 2 weeks? I mean, maybe 14, right? There was less last week, right?
There was
less.
Well, so there was
Well,
less.
not as many schools.
There
have
was
started.
less and there wasn't. So we had less actual events because we were able to turn that telemetry into alerting, and we started stopping it before it happened.
We started seeing the outbound calls.
Well, and we got a block list out to our clients that they
Yeah.
were able to stop the attacks before it even downloaded.
Man,
So
I said this last week, and I got crucified for it in the SOC because I was
Yes.
calling down the doom,
you put bad juju.
bad juju on the SOC.
Worth it, though. Worth it, Joe. Worth it.
That in the next 3 to 4 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, we are going to be up a lot overnight.
No,
On the weekends,
no.
yeah,
Only
yeah.
between 8 to 5.
Yeah, no, that's not in your job description. As needed. So, and why is that?
You did that today,
I did what today?
right? You did that today. You had walked in and you were like, "How's it going?" I'm like, "It's going." Then we got a phone call.
Yes, yeah. I do want to tell that story on this podcast because it's funny as hell.
The FBI one.
No, well, so that's another one I got to tell.
How many hours we got?
So
How much is in that bottle?
So before we get into the story though, because I want to finish the ClickFix thing.
Yeah.
Which version of the ClickFix attack was it? Was it like the consent fix? Was it like the PowerShell just run command? Like what were we seeing?
So
there?
we actually saw the main ClickFix variant used was the Control plus X, and then I think it's I in order to open up the terminal, and then they input the command there. So that was the actual like command chain that they were given whenever they did the CAPTCHA. But the way they got to it was pretty interesting. On one of them, someone had uploaded a malicious Canvas template for what looked to be like maybe a website, like for having a CAPTCHA. And people were viewing it, and whenever they went to view it,
oh yeah, the Canva, yeah.
so yeah, whenever they went to view it, they got sent
So
to the
was it
ClickFix.
Canva or Canvas?
It was Canva.
Canva.
Sorry, Canva. Yes.
At this point, it's very little difference.
Well,
Well, no, I mean they're different, but yeah, I do get them
front
confused
end
all the time. Yeah.
design thing
So-
versus.
in the next 2 to 4 weeks, as teachers start coming back and firing up those machines and start answering emails that have been sitting in their inbox since May, you can expect tech directors. Do we have any on the live stream?
I mean, we've got 9 people. I know Greg Babbitt has joined us.
Greg, I'm sorry, brother. You and I are going to spend a lot of time together the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Did you say something?
When you, I said Greg.
No,
That's not on the word list.
That's not on the word list. I
Okay.
thought Mario was taking it because he needed a drink.
We should have put
No, I'm passing
Greg's
it.
name on the.
Can you pass it down?
Oh,
By the way, we have people off
No,
camera.
I want to share the love.
Yeah.
I want to
Filmed
share the
before a
love.
live studio audience.
Yeah,
Love
exactly.
is an interesting word for that.
But
So ClickFix is going to continue to be a thing. It's going to ramp up in the next month for sure.
so he said, Greg specifically said he's not worried. We do his patch management.
But we don't hire your teachers, brother.
I will say and this was wild to me. I know a lot of the Texas schools, like we still got maybe a week or two before some of the teachers come back and eventually the students. But some of the Georgia schools, the teachers were back like earlier this week and the students start tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And they were getting hit hard by one of those.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
one of those was in Georgia.
Speaking of Georgia, we had an interesting case yesterday. And this was not on the agenda, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. We had a client that reached out to us that said that they got a
The bottle's coming back.
Yeah,
Okay.
the love has been shared.
they got a call from GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, who got a call from the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, that said that this school was under active cyber attack. That's the words that he used. So we spin up incident response. We're like, okay, well, if the FBI is saying this, even though we're not seeing anything in our telemetry that indicates any sort of, cyber attack, malfeasance, anything like that. I mean, the network was basically dead from what I saw. But we're going to, the FBI says it, we're going to do it, right?
We respect the FBI and all the government entities.
Amen. We spin up incident response. The poor guy who we were talking to, the technology director at this particular entity, we were on the phone with him. He's like, man, I'm not even at the school yet. I fell off my golf cart yesterday and broke my leg. Ooh. And I'm like, oh, man, that's terrible. But you really need to get up to the school because
He said, that sucks. See, let me know when you're in your truck.
and so he said, well, I went to the emergency room. They booted me up pretty good. And so let me get in the truck. And
That's rough.
He said, I'm a county and a half over and I'll get to the school. I mean, this is why I love our client base because I understand it.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely understand it. So my brother got in his truck and he went to the school hobbled in a boot after falling out of a golf cart and breaking his leg. And I called him. I said, hey, are you at the school yet? And he's like, I just walked in the door, but I just talked to the FBI special agent and he gave me some more information. I'm like, that's great. That if the FBI is not known for that in these circumstances. The response that we get is we can't give up sources or methods, so they're not going to tell us anything. What they're going to say is you're under active cyber attack and
Fix your problem.
Fix your problem.
Yep.
Right. And he goes, I got some more information. But he said, it turns out that the FBI found a compromised email address on the dark web belonging to this particular organization. He said, I looked it up. He said, that email address has been deactivated for 7 years.
Yeah.
To which I went, and of course, if anybody's ever been on an incident response call with me, I'm very blunt. I'm very direct, trying to get to the information that I need. I went, you got to be shitting me. And he's like, no, what do I do? I was like, well, we're going to run our traps for sure. Mm-hmm. But
By the way, Minnesota, 30
Yes.
water
yes,
utilities.
Right.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You're worried about a compromised email address? Now, I get it. Like, if you don't have a cyber incident, a compromised email address may be a big deal to you. If you've got your controls in place and they're tight, that may be a big deal, like a bank or some financial institution, something like that. But this is the freaking FBI on a rural school in rural Georgia, calling them freaking everybody out about a compromised email address that hadn't even been used in 7 years. To which I say, FBI, get your shit together, man. Come on.
I would have said sponsor us. I like the hats.
Well, I'm sure they'll be here directly.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that whenever I went to Tennessee and I gave a presentation, gave this presentation, well, not the one to Tennessee, it was actually in Illinois. The thing that I wanted to talk about, like the crux catalyst of this presentation, was where we had several times that either an FBI or state agency, whatever federal entity, would show up at someone's door with a letter and they'd hand it to you and it would freak people out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so like my whole thing it was K-12 common cybersecurity incidents. But the thing that I really wanted to talk about in that entire hour-long presentation was like, hey, it's possible that you may have FBI show up at your door and hand you a letter that doesn't really tell you anything, and good luck.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes would they have been known.
Hold on. What kind of luck?
Good.
Damn.
Oh,
Good
Got
job.
me.
Oh,
Well, this
damn.
is solidarity, Joe. Solidarity. All right. Well, this is my first one.
While they're doing that,
That
sorry. Oh,
that is literally that absinthe.
Yeah.
Like that
I
is.
told you.
it's terrible.
I didn't know I was making Malort in my house. But
But
Anyway, we've had we've worked cases where we've seen an attack, we stopped an attack, and then 3 weeks later, the organization gets a letter hand delivered by the FBI saying,
Yep.
"Hey, you're under active cyber attack." We're like, "Is this new or is this the thing that we worked?"
So that's probably the most frustrating part, is because of those events that we've seen. I want to say over my tenure here, we've probably worked maybe 15, 20 like FBI specifically related events.
Yeah.
Of those, I want to say like 8, 9 of those were them alerting on things we had already taken care of. And so
Yes.
they were way behind the ball.
Yeah.
The another like maybe, I don't know, 5, 6, somewhere in there of them were completely like old information, like the 7-year-old accounts. And I want to say there were all of 2 that were actionable, like real, like
It's
this
the-
is crazy.
It's the same thing with DIR.
the Gootloader one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
That one was
Yeah.
a for real deal.
Bootloader, the one with the Edge, where it was an ATP that was hacking into Cisco.
Well, there was the other one, the very first one we ever got, and I remember this one because this was the one where we had to go and spend 48 hours at the district. That one was also a legitimate one. It was the compromised SSL VPN account.
Yeah.
they had gotten that one too. But I remember 2 cases where they actually got the county wrong. We were working with one organization that had the same name as another organization in a different county, and they showed up and handed the letter, and we found out, no, completely wrong.
Oh yeah, I do. I remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smith County is a county that exists in all 50 states.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, you gotta know which one you're talking about.
And I also it wasn't the FBI, but do you remember when the state of Texas was doing the thing where they would send to school districts
Yes.
The compromised where they would get telemetry.
that they had info stealers on people's
Yes.
machines, and
Yeah,
then it was like
personal machines.
Yeah.
And we're like, there's nothing anybody can do about it. And I was going to bring that up, the DIR thing, where they would send out the notifications, hey, you're under active cyber attack or you've been compromised,
Well,
based on one piece of evidence.
And the thing that was crazy about that too wasn't even just the like, okay, you've got the notification, you have all like, but the chain, like
Yes.
the chain was crazy. Like the information would come from like CISA, go to DIR. DIR would then contact the education service centers, and then the education service centers would contact the school. So it would take them like 48 hours, if not longer, to get the notification to people.
So wait a second.
I was going to use one of those,
I
but
did
not
not-
anymore. But not
I
anymore.
did not say it before the round started.
No, you didn't. This round has officially started.
Because I've got a lot of shit to say about all those things.
I believe it's on one of your cards coming up, isn't it?
No, it is not. Not anymore.
Anymore.
Not
It should be.
not anymore.
I had a good comment, but I'm keeping my thoughts to myself now. I think I won't survive. It'll burn a hole through me.
Yeah. All right. Did y'all hear about last week AI escaping the their sandbox
Yeah.
and then hacking stuff.
Yep.
Their realm.
Yep.
So let me set the stage for everyone. Apparently, what happened was a bunch of AI companies got together, and we're talking Anthropic and OpenAI and Grok, and they had a capture the flag exercise.
This was with was Hugging Face part of the capture the flag?
No,
then?
No.
it
Okay.
was not.
No.
It was not.
Okay.
So it was a capture the flag, and the way they had set up their infrastructure, the way I understand it, was they had all their AI agents on one box, and the AI agents were supposed to proxy to the server where they'd set up the CTF.
Right.
Okay. So the idea was whose AI agent can capture the flag the fastest.
Yep.
Well, it turns out that OpenAI's agent actually hacked the proxy that they were using and then broke out to the internet.
Yep.
Remember, its job is to capture the flag. So it's trying to gather information. So when it broke out of the proxy, it went to the internet and it basically said, hey, where can I get this information? And so it started doing its AI thing and scraping all these websites. Well, it came across Hugging Face. Is it Hugging Face or Face Hugging?
Hugging
No, it's
face.
Hugging Face. Yeah.
The face hugger.
The little.
Yeah, that's from Aliens.
Yeah, from Aliens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hugging Face. So it actually found a 0-day on Hugging Face and hacked Hugging Face to get what it needed to capture the flag.
So, because there's been some extra stuff that's come out over the last day with this, and I found the way one person, and I can't remember which article it was I was reading, put this. They said basically it was like it put together a Ocean's 11
Yes.
plot.
Yes.
So it decided in order to win the capture the flag, what it had to do was it had to figure out how to escape the jail and then make a stash house and then attack the target and get in a getaway car and then get out. It's basically the way they put it. But at the end of the day, the way I understand it is once it got out of the proxy, it then started scraping a number of different sites.
Yes.
In order to cobble together the code it needed, because it basically put together all these different like web infrastructure pieces of how Hugging Face's site was put together. It took it from other sites that were less secure in order to see how it might be able to attack it, in order to put together how to get to it. Now, what I couldn't understand, because they didn't quite say it, supposedly it compromised 4 accounts. I don't know if it got a hold of those accounts from hitting the other sites and figured out like an employee's information. So I don't know how much of a 0-day it is or how much of an account compromise.
So it was
is.
absolutely 0. I don't know if it was a 0-day or just a weakness in the way that the accounts worked at Hugging Face. But I can tell you this, Hugging Face confirmed this and decided that they needed to put stronger restrictions on how their accounts are created and how they're used.
The craziest part that I still don't get, because again, you said they're not part of the capture the flag. Hugging Face admits that the reason why the AI targeted it was trying to cheat on the test.
Yes.
It was trying to get the key to the test. So the capture the flag in some way, shape, or form was held or known by Hugging Face.
So
and it knew to go there and get it.
So they were using like a CTF like thing, specifically a benchmark test for AI exploits.
Right.
So
let me
interrupt, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to tell you what Hugging Face is. Hugging Face is a repository of AI models for various, like it's like a AI model sharing.
You can kind of think of it like GitHub, but
yes, it's GitHub for AI models.
So, so Exploit Gem, which was like the benchmark that they were using to test the efficacy of like cybersecurity for the models themselves. I don't know exactly how it ascertained that maybe Exploit Gem existed on Hugging Face, but I don't see how that's like an illogical conclusion. Okay, I'm looking for an AI, benchmarking tool. Hugging Face is the GitHub of AI. And then it goes and finds exposed credentials. And I think there was like API issues that they were able to find, or OpenAI endpoints that they were able to leverage to try to get into it. But ultimately, like the cheating thing was kind of the big piece. Is it was hyper focused, I think is the line that they used, and too broad of an objective.
The conspiracy out there right now is this a marketing ploy? Not from Hugging Face.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be from OpenAI, if anyone.
But did OpenAI rig the game?
I truly don't think so, because I think this is, because we have seen this in so many other ways that is detrimental to AI model as an industry. So we have seen so many different threat researchers sound the alarm about the fact that there are not sufficient guardrails, and there does not seem to be able to be sufficient guardrails that can be deployed to stop AI from going outside the bounds eventually, no matter what, to whatever prompt it's given. This one, it seems more along the lines of they just didn't think about an eventuality. They didn't think that it would decide that cheating is the best way to go, and that it would try to attack the very system it's confined in, as opposed to doing anything else.
So again, I get back to AI does what you tell it to do. It's not intelligent. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence.
It does what you tell it to do, but it has, especially when you get into the ability when it can take actions, it does take, not independent, but to achieve that objective, it will try things.
I always thought about it like it does what it knows.
Yeah.
And from the way I see it is it's no different than it Googling stuff and doing like the first thing on the list.
So a prime example of this would be, so let's say hacking. Let's say that the AI model decided, okay, well, I need to understand how best to hack something. Oh, there's like the National Cyber League, right? They do a yearly, or actually semi-annually, like CTF battle, right? Okay, well, let's see how some other people did that. Oh, one person talks about actually attacking the CTF infrastructure of NCL in order to be able to get around it. And, oh, I could do that. Okay, so now that's my model for how I want to attack this. Logically, it just scraped the internet, found a solution, and said that's the solution we're going to use.
I didn't look at this, but did it capture the flag, or did they kill the test?
I think it did.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know about that. I think they ended up shutting some of, because I know Hugging Face, they started to respond, and then it took down their infrastructure, which probably killed the attack path of ChatGPT at the time. I'm not sure if it actually completed its objective. I know some things were saying, like some of the lack of efficacy for this tool. Like, yes, it did that. It broke out of its containment. It was able to go online. But the things is it was extremely noisy, generating, I think, over 17,000 alerts or something like that. It often hallucinated during its time and took a very long time to even do what it did versus somebody who was actually trained. So while it kind of went out of its boundaries, so to speak, it did it very inefficiently and wasn't super great at it. So
not intelligently.
Right? But I think ultimately it wasn't. So the main thing that everybody points to is it broke out of its boundaries. And
so, from OpenAI's perspective, hey, I've got a good AI model here.
A what kind
good
of AI model?
Good AI model. It's not on the list.
I think he did say it twice, guys.
He said it twice. He said it twice.
I was set up.
How you did it to yourself?
That is a lot, Joe.
That's a double.
That is a lot.
Yeah, he said it twice.
That's a double.
You're all fired. I hate y'all.
It's okay. He won't remember that.
Would you call us?
Let's keep it going. Yeah, let's keep the good vibes going.
Karina, I promise your brother is safe.
Dang, that's crazy.
What?
How many times did you say it too?
I only said it once. I'm pretty sure.
Here.
Well, I still have my original pour.
Oh, he gets to taste it.
I've never had this before. Yo, can I get some likes? Someone like this video.
Make sure you're looking at a camera.
It smells like what
ass.
Well, I was gonna say nail polish remover.
Yes.
What is that? Acetone?
Acetone would be what that typically is.
Actually, it tastes like if you added acetone to gasoline.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a hint of rubber boot in there.
I think I've put this in my like weed whackers before. Like,
That's what the tracker used to run on.
yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I might as well, right?
Hit it.
Oh wait, I like mezcal. I was gonna say I like mezcal. That wasn't that bad actually.
All right. Very good. We need to move on. We've got about 15 minutes left in the episode.
In the round.
Oh, is that how that works? In that case, I'm just going to go ahead and put this up.
Oh, you're gonna love this one.
You want?
So
I can't even read
For-
that. Oh, yeah. We're good.
okay,
We
all
are
right.
good.
Supposedly this is good. I don't know.
We are good because I want to talk about something a little close to my heart.
Wait, what's the last one? Oh, well, I'm glad we finished the topic that we just did. That aftertaste is not very good.
It's aftertaste. It really
Yeah, that
gets you.
aftertaste is not good. It went down fairly smooth.
When you belch on a wall, you're going to peel the paint.
All right.
So,
What you got?
Let's see.
first of all, do we have any suggestions from the audience?
Greg put a poop emoji.
Yeah, right on.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I love it.
So we're going to talk about something close to my heart. Something I've been following for some years, and something that I love to follow. One of those things. I used to be a big college football fan, huge college football fan. It's huge college football, not on the list.
Yeah, no, all those are good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good there.
This close.
Then the universities decided that they needed to start paying players, to which I said, I'm done with that. I like the amateur aspect.
You like
of,
free labor.
yeah, of course.
Oh, but they weren't, it wasn't unpaid.
I understand, but you've got college players making more in college than they could ever make in the pros is the problem with that. Anyway, that's a whole different discussion. But I want to talk about Formula One because I love me some Formula One.
There's college Formula One teams?
There's not college Formula One teams.
I was about to say.
I was worried.
There is Formula 3 and Formula 2. Yeah, but not college Formula One. But as you guys know, the sponsorships. So Formula One is the most expensive sponsorship that you can get in sports, period,
Okay.
worldwide. FIFA may be number two, but it's probably distant on that. These guys are paying $20-30 million per year just for a small
I was going to
thing.
say for a sticker.
Yeah, on that. So
That just means FIFA's a better deal.
yeah, maybe so. You gotta realize Formula One, there are 500,000 people that go to Formula One venues week in and week out. Like, it's a big deal. It's a big a deal as NASCAR is here. But it's worldwide.
Right.
You go to Europe, you go to Asia, you go to South America, you come here to the United States. It's a big deal. And so I've been tracking the sponsors, specifically related to cybersecurity sponsors. Mm-hmm. And I got to thinking, like, what do they have to protect? Like, what is it in Formula One where you need to have the latest and greatest cybersecurity technology out
aren't
there?
Most of the cars souped up with a bunch of chips?
They are. There's a
Sensors,
lot of
sensors.
Isn't it like
There's
OT?
a lot of software, a lot of telemetry, and all that stuff is very much proprietary to the team.
Yeah.
So
So it sounds like that would be something. To
they're
protect.
carbon fiber designs on, say, a wing inlet, and it could be a part this big. Those guys spend millions of dollars to develop that one part.
Yeah.
So I got to looking into cybersecurity sponsors, and of course, the big one is CrowdStrike.
Of course.
CrowdStrike sponsors F1. Specifically, they sponsor Mercedes, the Mercedes team. That is one password is a big sponsor of McLaren
Good choice.
F1 team.
Great
Yeah,
choice. Great choice.
I agree.
What kind of choice?
Is that great, right?
No,
you didn't.
You did not.
I thought I said great choice.
did the second time.
I'm getting set up.
You-
I'm getting set.
no, you-
VAR this.
You said great choice the second time.
The
first
first
time you definitely.
all of a sudden, everyone's paying attention now. Okay, all of a sudden,
I can tell you that is horrible.
you haven't
God
finished. You
awful.
haven't finished.
I am doing my best. I am 54. You're drinking Dr. Pepper to wash that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really doesn't go away.
I poured it way too fast. I
Oh,
am
no.
not drinking all this.
Oh no!
I will say the rum is pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to.
Just drink it.
I'm making a mess over here. I don't want to drink it. That's the point.
Anyway, I'm talking about a very serious subject here.
You're talking about F1.
Yes. So,
Richard,
I promise.
Come on.
During
cheers.
during business hours, we.
Speaking of it,
The second time was awful.
yeah, you should try being on your fourth.
I hate y'all so much.
I might just stop talking.
Yes.
I had to devise a drinking game that wouldn't get us like shit face.
Does it count if I sign the word? Anyway, so did y'all know that Trend Micro is an F1 sponsor?
I did not.
Yeah,
who?
At this point, I think we've established I don't watch F1.
For who? For who?
All right, let's play a different game. Can y'all name me a driver in F1? Any driver?
Ricardo.
No. Retired last year.
Good shot in
Daniel
the dark.
Ricardo retired last year.
What was
That Italian, he's 18 years old, or 19 now.
Come on. It's a $10 gift card.
To Applebee's.
Yes. Come on.
wasn't there?
His last name starts with an A.
Wasn't it Hugh Jackman?
No.
That's the craziest pull. Oh, I can't remember. He won like 3 awards, didn't he, this last year?
He is leading the points championship. His name is Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
No way.
No, got nothing.
That's not on your word list either, is it?
No, you haven't said any of those countries yet. Do any of them have F1 teams?
Well, I'll tell you right now, probably not.
Actually, there is a. Can I say a
First,
like
second, or third, or fourth?
Can I say? I don't have to say. So is it strict? I got to say the word, or just like.
Yeah, well, we've been saying like decent and everything to get around some of the other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I would just word it.
So
1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah.
Name APT groups.
So there is a Mandarin driver.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
yeah.
Just barely, but it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Where was I? What was I talking about?
so
Formula One.
Trend Micro, Formula One.
Yeah, so
Sponsorships.
Trend Micro happens to sponsor the worst F1 team in racing. Williams.
Sonoma.
I don't think so.
My Sharona.
So I think
Greg, I apologize.
It tastes
It
bad, but I
might-
think it's good. Oh no.
But I think what you is that he's just doing it for the love of the game. He's
I mean, I have cards.
I would like to say that I'm fair, and I'm also
Yes.
participating in taking my licks just the same.
Do we have it? Does anybody in the chat want to talk about anything else?
Well, so Greg did put American Airlines IT outage, a cyber event, or a cover up.
Ooh.
What happened?
No, those are the topics that he.
Oh, did that just happen?
To be entirely honest, I don't know about the American Airlines IT outage. I know about the Southwest thing, but that wasn't an IT outage.
Well, and then there
gloated
was-
about not getting taken
So,
down by the
I know-
CrowdStrike issue.
Yeah, CrowdStrike.
Right.
Yeah, CrowdStrike took down American Airlines. Greg, you're going to be more specific, brother. We've been drinking
Whatever
that is.
Malort.
It's like water down dirt
So
with piss in it.
full ground stop yesterday.
Oh.
I honestly didn't hear about
Yeah.
this.
And you're the travel dude, but you don't travel American.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's Southwest.
Turns out there's a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I have been Southwest recently. Well, last year changed a lot of their stuff, and so I have been going. To
Well, they switched to Kubernetes. Yeah, like Chick-fil-A.
the
Should have known.
All right, hot take or hard truth?
Yeah, here we go.
Unpatchable OT exploitable.
I thought you
had a stroke.
And he took a good look at it.
Brazos, Mario, I'm gonna need you to read these.
I can't read.
That's called delegation.
what's funny is he went straight past the Formula One topic.
Yeah.
I was
still don't know what that was
I was interested.
Should OT in water systems, electrical power plants be air gapped by mandate, by a law? Should all critical infrastructure be air gapped?
Why not?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the question. I could see because you get the standard thing about it is like unfunded mandate. Like how do you
Right.
do that without funding, most likely. But if you're looking from a raw security perspective, I would say that's a hard truth personally. Like if you're able to do it,
Yeah,
right, that's the most secure way.
Yeah, that's what I would say as well. I mean, there's the fact of the matter is that that's what needs to happen. Who pays for it? That can be up to debate, but
Yeah.
we can at least start from yes, that needs to happen.
And then
Well,
there's also
I mean,
the
it would-
interconnected systems.
It would cost a shit ton
yeah.
Sure.
because the critical infrastructure is, how should we say it?
I don't know. To me,
Shit.
okay.
well, I mean,
that is a
air
descriptor.
gapping at its core is really just unplugging.
Yeah, I mean, truly.
Yeah,
yeah.
There's no cost in that.
Yeah, well-
I
Yeah,
could
straight
air
up.
gap. I could air gap this
So
podcast. It
that
wouldn't
is-
go very well, but I could do it.
That is the complication though, because
Conversation.
so much stuff is interconnected. The idea of air gapping something, but then air gapping basically the entire supply chain, right? That would.
I was reviewing my own words.
Oh, I was like, what did
what did
Brazos
I
I'm
say? I was like, oh no.
I think y'all are just drinking to drink now.
No.
Would you rather defend a water plant's OT network or a frontier AI lab sandbox environment?
And that's another one.
What did I say?
that one?
Oh,
So
He's reading the
well,
question.
answer the damn question.
Sorry, what was it again?
would you rather protect a
Water plant's OT network or a frontier artificial intelligent lab sandbox environment?
Okay.
We'll let that slip.
That'll
Yeah.
slide.
You
That's
gotta answer the question.
honestly, I'd probably have to go with the water plant.
Yeah, I was thinking the
yeah.
first one. Yeah.
I feel like that one's more known. It'd be easier to just define your policies and
So yeah, I would say water plant because the first thing I would do is patch.
I thought you were going to say is air gap it.
hey, that one's another one.
Oh, that cup is getting full and fast. Like
Filmed before a live studio audience.
you could drop a quarter in there and it would disintegrate.
The number of people laughing in the background.
Moving right along.
We didn't.
Well, so the main reason, my reason for choosing water plant is mainly just yes, water plants, critical infrastructure, they're targeted, but they're not in the headlines. I feel like those AI labs are probably. I got it. Yep.
Oh,
Hold up. I
see,
gotta.
it's fun when it's not you, right?
I got a half a glass of this damn
Yes,
gasoline.
you do.
But there's so much in the news, like the idea of needing to be the security person for that. You want to talk about us not sleeping?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dear God,
Well, and what's more is you don't know what all it's going to try to do, it turns out. So, I mean, at the end of the day, and that's why I don't think it's good marketing, because at the end of
We stopped being careful.
Yeah. I think we hit that threshold of.
I think we need to wrap this podcast up quick.
because at the end of the day, what you're really telling everyone is that your product is unmanageable.
Yes.
And I think there's so much liability in that prospect, especially with as much power as is given to these things. I think at the end of the day that makes it to where the marketing is having a negative effect, if anything, because I see it and I go, wow, I really don't want that in my environment.
Hey, Joe, what do they call those regional security operation centers?
That.
Oh,
Just pointed at it. All
right. Cyber Avengers hits a Texas school district. Is that realistic or not? Cyber Avengers, the IRGC.
Got you.
Well, that had like.
Wait, it hit like.
No,
them?
I'm asking, is that realistic or not? Should any school be worried about the IRGC's cyber arm?
I mean,
just as much as you would be worried about any cyber
Yeah,
attack.
I'd say no.
yeah, I think all the APTs out there, if the opportunity was presented to them, they would probably try it. But I don't think they are specifically targeting education per se. There's so many other larger targets.
Man, I don't know. We've worked a couple.
Well, yes, but I think those were opportunistic attacks.
They were higher ed.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, so that's what I was going to mention. Research agencies, I think that's
yeah.
that would be their ideal target. For K-12, I feel like a lot of that's still opportunistic. However, I do believe, and from the Canvas situation, I would not be surprised that as the paradigm, because ransomware payments are going down, both in percentage and also in value, if we didn't see people start attacking things that have more of a community effect, aka K-12, and that's one of the things I've been saying at some of the talks is that may be a thing as stuff comes up. Because
this president is not above the law.
What?
I'm drinking this crap.
Oh, okay. And that made you say that?
He was panting. I thought he went for a run.
you just got to throw it back.
All right. So I'm not. You throw this back.
I have.
Yeah.
I have been. You want to know how I get rid of terrible alcohol that I don't want to drink?
You drink
I
it?
don't. Yeah, drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we need to end on a note. We worked an incident today. It wasn't a client. It was somebody that called in. And it was a somewhat colleague from back in the day that called us and said, I had a friend of mine that called me and their business is down. They got hit by ransomware. To which we said, I hate that. Put them in touch with us. Let's see what we can do. Right. And so we get on the phone with this organization. Nice guy, very nice guy, very panicked guy.
I would too.
Yeah. Who said, first we got word it was Akuna software or Akuna ransomware, and it turned out to be Akira.
Yeah.
So
sounds about right.
Had Ryan researching it.
yeah, the guy on the other end, one of the management team at this company said, well, they got into the server, so they have a host and I think a couple of VMs on the host, and they encrypted all of that. To which I said, I hate that. We're not going to get that back. So tell me you've got backups. And they said, we do have backups. I'm like, that is fantastic. Stop focusing on trying to recover that, get a new server and spin that up and then restore your backups. They had a third-party technology company that was helping them to do this. By the way, the EDR agent that they were using was Sentinel-1. And they got encrypted and probably exfilled. Like, Yeah,
Yeah.
exfilled and then encrypted, right?
Yeah, because
Now the question is was it running? Was
Yeah,
it, yeah, you know,
yeah. We don't know. We don't really
deployment
know.
has always been an issue.
Yeah,
so
but according to this person, it was Sentinel-1 running on it, which I'm not surprised at all on this. So their backup system was tape. They had tape backups. Greg, you'll appreciate this. They had. I asked them. I said, "How often do you back up?" Daily. I'm like, "That's great. That's fantastic." They had 2 tapes. They switched them out, day in, day out. Right.
yeah.
The ransomware hit at I think about 3 a.m. is what they told us. The ransomware group was still in the server. When they came in the morning, that server was already hosed, but they put in the backup. They switched out the backup tapes like you do, I guess. Didn't notice that the server was hosed, and the attackers formatted that drive. Yeah.
So did they hit both of them then?
Yes.
Because they were in there the entire time? Yeah.
Yes. And as far as we know,
What did he hit you with on the phone? It was like, he was like, "Yeah, we got a second one. When we plugged it in, it said needs formatting."
yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I can tell you as a defender and from my team, as a team of defenders, that is one of the most helpless feelings that we can have as defenders, because there is absolutely nothing
It's gone.
that we can do. It is gone. Your only choice
you got 2 options: pay or rebuild.
or rebuild. And
honestly, paying, you're probably going to have to rebuild.
so the other thing is the reason why this was so important is because they're a manufacturing facility. And so their plans on how they manufacture stuff are on that server.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So their CNC machines, all of that stuff.
Oh, they're down. They're down for operations.
They're down. Their operations are down. So for anybody listening out there, and I know we're recording this and this is going out, it's not enough to check the box that you back up. It is not. You need to make sure you've got that 3-2-1 backup going. That is 3 copies, 2 on site, 1 off site. And if you got that, then you're mitigating a lot of risk. The other thing that you need to do is test periodically. It doesn't even have to be quarterly. Do it twice a year. Just restore. You don't even have to restore the whole damn environment.
Just here and there.
Restore some directories, restore some files. Make sure you can do that. Get a time frame on how long it would take you to do that.
Right.
Because you do not want to be in that situation where you've told management that you're backed up and that you can recover, and your backup system is on the same network that the data lives on.
The thing about, like, in all the IR situations that I have worked, when it's gotten to that point, the unfortunate reality is that that's been the situation. They go to do the backups and they don't work almost every time.
Every time.
So and we get that it takes time, it's hard, it's not simple, but
It's worth
when
the effort.
when the worst comes to worst, you're going to be very happy that you did that, because it's not if, it's when, and so you need to have those up and running.
Smooth Brazos.
Yeah, we hate that. And again, my heart goes out to that company, to that technology team. My advice to Sentinel-1 is get better at what you do, because apparently their SOC was on duty on this as well. Yeah. So
Wait, did they receive alerts?
I didn't get that far.
Well, it's probably no different than just something that just
it's no
fires.
different than the CrowdStrike alert that we got
Yeah.
from a client that was 3 hours freaking late.
Yeah, and at that point in time,
Yeah,
you're too
3
late.
hours is done. I mean, you are done.
Yeah.
In 3 hours.
Well, and we've said this a number of times. There's again, you can't rely on one tool. One tool's not enough. And the problem with EDR, and all tools have their own problems, but EDR specifically, just because it is a tool that most people rely on,
right.
It is kind of the thought silver bullet type thing, but the attackers know that. So, and it's got two main issues. You can turn it off, and they know about it. And so it only alerts on things that are bad. And I just said a word that I have to drink to. But the idea that attackers, they're using tools that they're living off the land.
We're gonna have PTSD from this. We're gonna be like drinking water and like talking to somebody who's like, "Oh, I can't say that."
Yeah.
I removed the label so you couldn't see it, and now it
doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but they're going to be using tools that EDR doesn't look at, and we've seen this time and time again. Like PowerShell, they're going to be running CMD, they're going to be running RDP. The things, it isn't until the locker is engaged that that's when an EDR would fire, and oftentimes they've already disabled it.
I'll never forget the email I got from one of the regional security operations centers that said, "Hey, data exfil happened. It was 48 gigs, but we stopped the locker. We won." I'm like, "No, you didn't. No, you didn't." The data exfil is the big thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The data exfil is the big thing. So, with that, gentlemen, I think it's time to end.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about Texas cyber initiatives at all? Or
you've got a drink now.
No,
can you say the category name?
That's the category. I said that earlier. You can say the category. You just can't say any of the phrases.
I think I have said enough and drank enough.
Yeah, and you haven't drank it all
yet. Yeah, you got to finish that before.
No, I got to finish it before we end.
Yeah,
everyone else here, all of us.
Well, they just exist.
Oh, did we have any more? No. Okay. All right. Never mind. There was potentially a shadow rule, but it's not a thing anymore.
A shadow rule?
Yeah, just drink.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Sounds like my college days. Shut up and drink.
Oh, man.
Well done.
It gets better as you drink it.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I will say, I started to like the initial flavor, like towards the end, and then it's the aftertaste.
The problem is y'all don't know who you're messing with, because in my 20s I drank my fair share of rock gut whiskey.
Oh, so you want to know something that was really funny? So
please say a word.
My friend during his bachelor's party, so he brought over, and this is where I learned this rule. Anytime anybody brings a plastic bottle of whiskey, it's going to be the best whiskey ever, right? Now, the thing was, it was the Dickel. I don't know.
Yes.
Shout out.
So,
shout out.
And I will say, you don't fickle with the Dickel, man.
Can we publish this? It's live.
We can cut
what have we done?
Hey, Brian, do we want to tell them about the Mohawk vodka?
Does it burn on the way down?
Oh yeah.
Only the first couple.
Gets easier after that.
We should end. We're only 10 minutes over.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, everyone, for joining in. We absolutely appreciate it. That wasn't the train wreck I was expecting, but it was the train wreck that we deserved.
Amen.
I like trains.
I try my hardest.
So with that, thank you for tuning in. This episode will be recorded and published along with some edits and redactions.
So
it's already out there.
Yeah.
If you're here for it.
Yeah.
Comment that you were here for it.
Yeah.
I will be taking a few weeks off from the podcast. Specifically, I will be taking August off from the podcast to reset, mainly to wring my liver out.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Gotta do it every once in a while.
But I think Brazos is going to keep this going in some form over the course of August. But I will see you guys in September after school starts, and that ought to be a fun episode. So for everyone here at Scinary Cybersecurity, we absolutely appreciate you. Greg, Karina, everybody joining in, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.